Hi and welcome back. This is the continuation of the cleaning of the water distiller. So it has been about an hour that the distiller canister has been plugged in and it has been cleaning away. It did reach a boiling point, but it was not a roaring boil. It's more of a mild boiling point that it reaches. And I used my spoon and I periodically check on it and stir it as it's cleaning to kind of help circulate those citric acid crystals. So here is the machine right here. It's very warm to the touch. It's not necessarily hot, but the water inside is steaming. Right now, I'm not sure if you can see any of the steam that's rising out of there, but it is. And normally you'll want to let this sit and cool down a bit until it's manageable and you can actually lift it and move it to the sink and dispose of the water that's inside of it, and then you can fill it up and make another gallon of water. So maybe we'll do that right now. So in order for me to handle this, I'm going to put my dish gloves on. Because I want to show you, I'm excited to show you how clean this is. So I'm sure you can see the steam coming off of that. So basically you want to be very careful. If you're going to dump this when it's hot, you need to be very cautious about how you do it, and certainly don't let children do this, and certainly maybe have children not be close by, or pets for that matter. So down the sink it goes. And so what I'll do is wait for all of that to go down. I'll set this in the sink. Little cooler temperature water, and just give this a rinse. Swish it around. I can take my clean rag and go on the inside. And there is our impressively clean water distiller container. So now we're in a position to make another gallon, which we will do right now. So then I just set this back in the sink and fill it with water. And it doesn't matter what temperature the water is. Tried an experiment one time and boiled a gallon of water and put it in this, and it still took 30 minutes for the first drop to appear in the glass container that captures the water once it's been distilled. So it doesn't matter what temperature the water is. So I just use cool water, tepid water, lukewarm, it doesn't matter. But be mindful, you're only going to fill this up to the fill line. So I got a little bit more to go. Fill line. So what I like to do is take a towel and set it down. Once it's been in the sink, I like to set it down on the towel. There are 3 or 4 rubber feet that are on the bottom of this, and I like to keep those feet dry and safely protected. So I always try to set this down on a dry surface like a towel to absorb any moisture once I've had it in the sink. And then 2, you can see where that fill line is somewhere. I'm not sure if it's going to show up or not, but I don't think it is. It's right here. And there's a little arrow there just indicating where the fill line is and that you do not want to go over that fill line. So I also have my little hot plate trivet that I just set that on. Okay. Just gives it a little bit of a protective layer between the bottom of this, which can get very warm, if not hot, and whatever the surface is that you're placing this on. Now, for the sake of the video, I am just going to set this up out on the kitchen counter. Like I had mentioned before, I like to keep the machine on the top of the laundry machine, the washer, just to keep it out of the way. It keeps the noise level in there. We don't have to listen to it, and it also does produce some heat, so it keeps the heat in that room. So we will, let's see, here's my plug. Okay, so we have this plug with the white marker on it. So you can turn this until it lines up. And this one's going to go in this one plug here. And then this one is specifically for the top portion of the unit. And this one lined up just right here. That will go into here. And I don't know if you can hear that, but that is the noise level of the water distiller. And so anytime you clean it, once you finish cleaning it and you're ready to make another gallon of water, once you put it together and the power source is on, it will automatically just turn on. Any other time that you want to make a gallon of water and you haven't cleaned it, you'll have to press this reset button or the on button. And I'll be right back. Very important not to forget your reservoir container. There's a little spigot here. It goes this portion, and on the lid it says outlet. This goes under here like so to catch the water. It will take approximately 30 minutes for the unit to warm up and produce the first drop. And then 6 hours later, or 5.5 hours later, because the first half hour is just the machine warming up, 5.5 hours later you'll have a gallon of freshly distilled water. So pretty neat. So 1 whole hour yields 1 gallon of water. Pretty neat. All right, there you go.